What's up, guys? I'm Chris, and today you're watching a magic review on Horrorscope by Mr. Darkness. Welcome to the channel, and thanks for tuning in. Please consider subscribing, and don't forget to ring that notification bell so you don't miss a video or a review. Please leave a like on the video, and any questions or comments, just ask in the comment section below. And don't forget to join the Chris Edwards Magic Secret Access group over on Facebook. Alright, so this is going to be a fairly brief review. I'm kind of just going to go over what this is. I'm not going to show the actual product because I don't want to tip any method or anything like that. This is Horrorscope. What is it? This is essentially a star sign divination. Now, what makes this different than other star sign divinations is that you hand your participant a wallet-sized card. You kind of tell them to find their star sign on there and to read the attributes and see if they feel that they are accurate to them. So with that, the thing that makes this different is that after handing them the card, you don't say a word. There are no questions, there's no fishing, you are completely silent until you want to reveal their star sign. Now, what's great about this is it doesn't have to end there, it doesn't even have to begin there. You will know what their star sign is 100%, and from there, you can give them a reading, whether it'll be a warm reading, it won't be a cold reading because you have the information of what their star sign is. So you can lead up to actually revealing their star sign by giving them a reading and making this as long or as short of a routine as you want. So what do you get? You're going to get this booklet. Well, actually, I'll go over pricing right now because that's going to kind of explain what you get. If you want the booklet and the wallet card, that will cost you $32. If you want a PDF, so not the booklet and the wallet card, that will cost you $27. And if you just want the refill of the card, that will cost you $9.95, so $10. Now, the refill of the card, it's made of cardboard, but it's good quality. I don't think you're going to need a refill, even if you are using it a lot, because you're keeping it in a safe and secure location in your wallet, most likely. So the chances of it getting damaged or anything like that are slim to none, but the option is there if you ever need one, if yours gets worn or just whatever, right? But I think even if it does get worn, that's kind of going to give it a more authentic look and feel because it just does, I think. So that's what you'll get is the card and the tutorial of your choice. Now, Richard, who is the man behind Mr. Darkness, he has had a number of mentalists look at this and try it out, and he has some glowing reviews from some big names, which says something, right? This is a good product. That's the easiest way to put it. I don't think there's other methods like it. Like I have other releases that have somewhat similar aspects, but you either need multiple cards or you need to ask questions. There's usually some way of getting the information verbally. And, ultimately, I don't necessarily think people can figure that out or backtrack it, but the fact that this is completely silent, you're not gaining any verbal information from them, I think really makes this stand out. And I think Richard did an extremely good job of coming up with this so that it's simple, easy to do, and hits hard because, yeah, it seems like real mind reading since there's no words involved. Now, in the tutorial, first off, I don't know how many pages this is. It doesn't have a page number. It's quite thick. This is essentially the font size and whatnot, so you're getting quite a bit of material. Now, this does go over the history. It also goes over, the routine and how this works. I will mention that there is a very, very tiny bit of memory work, but after you've kind of learned what to do and perform this a few times, it will just be second nature to you. there's not much when it comes to memory work, which is great. Inside, you will also find some routines, what the zodiac signs mean, different qualities. Now, this also has a different approach to it than most star sign divinations, because this, you can either give readings on like the positive aspect, future, past, present type thing in your reading, but this also has some negative aspects, like things to look out for and whatnot. So it just opens a few more doors than you might normally go about when giving a reading or doing this kind of routine. Now, with that said, you don't have to go into negative or anything like that, but it's an option because it does just provide some additional information on, maybe you want to look out for this or things like that. So it could just provide a more in-depth, lengthier reading if that's something you want to do. So again, I can't go into too much detail, but all they have to do is look at the card, and then you can really do what you want with this. And I don't always like to throw around the word tool, like this is a mentalism tool or this is a magic tool, but this really is, because you're providing them with something that will in return give you the information, but then the sky is the limit with what you want to do with it. So that's why I mean, like, this is more of a tool, because it's not like you have to perform this one way, right? There's so many different things that so many different directions you can go with this. So difficulty level, like I said, there's a bit to understand and a slight bit of memory work, but once you've got that down, it is simple, and from there it's very, very easy to do. Angles, there is no angle issues, no setup and reset, no arts and crafts. Can it be inspected? Absolutely. They're going to be holding on to it. There's absolutely no way that any layman will figure out the method. The only reason I'm not showing it on the review is because it's possible that some mentalists could understand the method, but again, I think there's so much more to this that even if you understood the method, it would still make much more sense to purchase this rather than try to make it yourself. Pocket space, it's a single card, and that's the thing, a single card, not multiple, which is great. And yeah, you throw this in your wallet, or if you are putting it in your pocket, it takes up no space at all. Who would use this, and is this a worker? Obviously mentalists, but also anybody who performs like as a psychic or gives forms of readings, regardless of what avenue you take. Is this a worker? I would say that this is a worker because a lot of people are very interested in horoscopes and their star sign astrology. So I think this automatically draws people in, right? It gives them something that they're interested in. It speaks to them. It's about them. So again, right there, like, people are going to enjoy this routine, not just because it's entertaining and it's not visual, right? But it speaks to them. And I think that making them feel something rather than just shock or awe, like with most magic, this is going to stand out. And then the fact that you can reveal their star sign without anybody speaking a word, that's powerful, that's strong, and they're going to remember that. On top of that, the reading is going to be accurate because you're able to know ahead of time, what their star sign is. So is it worth your money? I think that Richard has done great with this. I think he's put it at an affordable price. I like that there's the option between, having the physical booklet, or if you want to save a few bucks, to just go with the PDF. The refills are there. I don't necessarily think you'll need one, but I like the option, and I think that they're well priced as well, because $10, you're going to get a lot out of it. And even if you do need to buy a refill, chances are it's going to be a long time from your original purchase. So, I don't think that that's unreasonable in any way. Pros and cons, the pros, one card, complete silence, 100% accuracy, gives you the opportunity to do a warm reading. Another great thing about this is you can take other aspects of mentalism and you can combine it with this. So maybe you want to use a peak of some sort, right? You would maybe get them to do that first. So you'd have them think of a person or a place, a memory, a feeling, right? And write that down on a business card. You'd put that into your wallet, set it off to the side. From there, you would go into this and give them their reading as well as their star sign reveal. And then you would go into your next phase of, revealing that person, place, feeling, whatever, right? And the fact that you did this without any words or anything like that, that gives you some time misdirection from earlier when you peaked, the word, and they won't backtrack that way because you just did this completely silent. Now they think you're absolutely reading their mind. So I really like this. I don't have any negatives. For people that don't like memory work, I don't think that this is a negative because there is very little memory work. It's not like you're memorizing multiple words or like a deck of cards or anything like that. You have to remember a few things, and it's very simple. Now, I would recommend picking this up directly from Richard. He's an independent creator. He's released some very great things like the Druid ESP cards. He's a brilliant thinker, a brilliant creator, and a very nice guy. So I highly recommend just supporting him directly. But this is going to be distributed through Murphy's, so I think you will be able to pick it up at all the major distributors and dealers, whether it's Vanishing, Penguin, whatever, right? So I would recommend supporting him directly, but the choice is yours. And I don't know if this is available through the bigger retailers yet, or if it's kind of going to be a later type of thing. So with that, any questions or comments, just ask them in the section below, and we will see you at the next review.